Hi everybody, welcome back to the Pascalivo Kitchen Cuisine. My name's Noelle and I'm really excited to share this recipe with you guys today. This is a recipe for a holiday pot roast featuring the rosemary oil, herbs de Provence, my favorite, the truffle salt, and our aged balsamic. This is a really good recipe, like for Christmas. You just throw it in a crock pot and let it go all day. Don't really have to monitor it too much. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is season some chuck roast. I got like 2.5 pounds or 3 pounds of chuck roast. Just season it with some truffle salt. I already cut it into like 2-inch dice. Just want to show you guys this part because you want to get like each side of the chuck roast. Make sure it's seasoned everywhere before we throw it in the skillet just to brown it real quick. Spacing them out a little bit. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of the truffle salt. Sounds like a lot, but it's going to season the rest of the pot roast too when we throw it in the crock pot. So just going to sprinkle a little bit over the top. And then flip it real quick too on the other side. Truffle salt is like super potent, so 2 teaspoons is a lot, but this is one of those recipes where you want a lot of that flavor. Okay, I'm just going to toss it a little bit one more time. And then we're going to throw this in a skillet just to brown it really quick on all sides, just for some extra flavor. You can skip that part if you're like low on time, but I think it adds a lot to the recipe. And we're going to brown it in just about like a tablespoon or so of the rosemary oil. Alright, so just a little bit of drizzle just to coat the bottom of the pan. You don't want to do too much because the chuck roast has quite a bit of fat on it too. And if there's like too much liquid in the pan, it won't brown properly. Okay, we're going to make sure the pan is pretty hot before we add it in. You want to hear the sizzle. Alright, so that's the sound we're looking for. You want to sear it. Don't crowd them too much either. If you have to do like 2 batches, it's fine. And I'd probably say like 1 or 2 minutes on each side. It kind of depends on your stovetop, but you don't want to touch them, just let them do their thing, or else, yeah, it won't brown. Okay, so I finished browning all the meats, all in here. There is some brown bits that are left in the pot, and you want this in here because this is flavor. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water to the pot to deglaze, and then throw that liquid in here. Kind of scraping it off the bottom a little bit so it loosens up. Yeah, we can add that in here. Alright, next up, I got some pearl onions that we're going to remove the skin. It's a little bit tedious, you gotta blanch them, so boil them real quick and then drop it into cold water, but then the peel slips right off, so we're gonna do that next. Alright, so I chopped off the root side, but the stems are still attached, so you can use that part to pull off the peel. Okay, so the water's boiling, I'm just going to lower these in. And they're going to boil for about 2 minutes and then dump them into the ice bath. So it's been 2 minutes, just dropping these in. And you can probably let them sit in there for like 2 minutes. Alright, so for the rest of the vegetables, we're just going to throw them in. I got 2 large carrots, I cut them into rounds. They're pretty thick. You don't want to cut them too small because then they just kind of turn into mush, being slow cooked for that long. And then 2 parsnips. If you don't like parsnips, you could do 4 carrots instead. We got 2 cups of baby red potatoes chopped in half. About a cup of chopped cremini mushrooms. 4 garlic cloves, just chopped. Here's this new maple syrup I've been talking about, or Bourbon Barrel-Aged Maple Syrup. And then also got a 1/3 cup of Guinness going in here too. You could use any stout. Also gonna add in about 2 sprigs of thyme in here as well. And then a tablespoon of the herbs de Provence blend. And just a teaspoon of the aged balsamic. We'll be adding 2 more teaspoons later when this is done cooking. Alright, so so I'm just peeling the rest of these baby onions. The skin came off super easy. And then after that, yeah, this is just gonna slow cook for about 10 hours. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Happy holidays, hope you guys enjoy.